Hello, welcome to Make It Funny, a show where I take your ideas and suggestions and I make them funny. If you would like to leave a suggestion for me to make funny, put it in the comments and I'll do it. Today's suggestion comes from nobody. There is a syndrome out there. A lot of people have heard of sleep paralysis, but I don't think a lot of people have heard of piss paralysis. Now, what this is, it's something that I coined myself, but I'm pretty sure it's true, where if you go to use a urinal as a man and you're also chewing gum at the same time, a paralysis happens where you become paralyzed, but also the gum in your mouth becomes so instantaneously foul tasting that you must get it out of your mouth instantly. And the reason I know that it must be paralysis is because then 99% of the people have to spit their gum into the urinal, even though they know there's a garbage can 2 feet away. And there would be no reason for them not to wait like another 30 seconds to put the gum in the trash can. So the only reason that they must spit it into the urinal is because they're paralyzed and the gum tastes like. So you're standing there, you're paralyzed, so you can't even do the thing where like maybe you try and aim it for the garbage can or something. No, it's like I'm sitting here, oh no, here's that paralysis that happens to me so often. And a lot of my friends, by the way, because it turns out this is something that's very common. It must be, judging by the amount of gum I see in urinals, because I can't believe that people in this planet are just this evil. But anyway, so there they are. Piss paralysis is happening. Gum, oh no, this gum tastes like. But then here's the other thing that happens. After they had the paralysis, which, by the way, I know is true too, because how many times, men, have you walked up to somebody, you walk up, they're still taking a piss. You leave, they're still taking a piss. You assume, oh, stage fright. Oh no, they're in the full-blown middle of piss paralysis. And they can't move. And that's why they take so long. So there they are. They're piss paralyzed, and the gum into the urinal. But now you would say, Dave, okay, all that's fine, but surely a decent human being would then, after the paralysis has died down, because it doesn't last forever, it's only a couple minutes, they would go, oh boy, I don't want to leave my gum in there because of course it's not going to flush, being a urinal, and I wouldn't want some other human being with, hopes and dreams and a family and a beating heart to have to reach his hand into there to get my gum. I will get it out and put it in the trash can whence it belonged, but I was paralyzed, so I couldn't put it in there. But they don't. People never do. And the reason is it must be so traumatizing that you kind of forget and become disoriented. So you have this thing, gum tastes like crap, spit it in the urinal, and then a couple minutes later you're like, oh my God, what happened? Oh boy, I hope I'm okay to drive anyway. I got to get the hell out of here. That has to be the only explanation for the amount of gum I see in urinals. And now, just to prove my point, because, they say you need some sort of control group. I went up to a urinal, and instead of the usual hundreds of pieces of gum inside the urinal, which is, I said, caused by piss paralysis, I saw a piece of gum placed on top of the urinal, which means there was somebody who was suffering piss paralysis, but also was a good person, maybe a priest or something. And as the gum was getting that foul taste that needs to get out of their mouth instantly, as to keep them from holding it until they get to a garbage can, like most normal people, he was like, I gotta get it out of my mouth, but I don't want to be such a terrible person that I spit it in the urinal. I know. I'll just leave it there. Solves both problems. Gets it out of my mouth. Now I'll just wait for this, syndrome to die down. And then, of course, he's so disoriented after the fact, he forgets to take it and put it in the... Listen, folks, I know this isn't in any medical journals, but it's the only possible explanation. It has to be. Because the other explanation is that people are just... and a lot of them. Because this isn't a phenomenon I see every once in a while. It's a daily occurrence that I will go into a urinal and there will be gum spit into it. So for the sake of humanity, I'm going to go ahead and say that it's a disease called piss paralysis. Thank you for watching my show. I probably won't leave this in. I should have edited this 3 minutes ago. But now I'm still talking. Why are you still talking? I don't know. Why not talk? Nobody watches anyway. I could basically get nude right now. No one would see it. I wouldn't even get flagged on YouTube. I could right now have sex on screen, post it on YouTube. No one would ever know.